Hello everyone, it's Helen here and thank you for joining me today. So today is a quick tutorial on how to put together the advent calendar. So I'll be just showing you how to get the windows put in, because that's going to be the most complicated thing, and the rest should be self-explanatory on how to get this bag put together. So the most complicated thing that I really need to show you guys is how to do the windows, and this is a requested video. So let's get on with showing you how to make this beautiful advent calendar. So before we do that, I just want to show you, this is what it looks like. So this is the ornate gift bag, and you can buy them as a bundle, so they do come separately, and you can cut 12 windows on either side to make 24, and then if you want to, there's space in there for day 25 inside if you wanted to put a larger gift. So I do have a better version of, not a better version, but a more self-explanatory version of the ornate gift bag. This is the ornate gift bag here. It's very, very big. You can get quite a lot in there. So you can actually make this Father Christmas bag using the same die set. So, and I've also made, you've probably seen this already now, but this is the Halloween version. I absolutely love this one. So I've done 12 days there with a day 13 gift in the side. My kids are loving that one at the moment. And also these tiny little pockets here, they do need flat sort of treats, so that will fit in there. And we have here a small coin as well, chocolate coin, that's going to fit in there too. And if you're worried about anything falling out, I'll show you the die sets. You do get this little rectangle here. I wouldn't put it so far on there, that's just for diagram purposes, but I would create have it further outwards, if that makes sense, so that it's not covering up, otherwise you're going to have to really bend your door to get that tucked in. But that is going to be a little stopper there just for keeping the doors closed if you wanted to load up the entire thing first. I wouldn't trust my kids really, so I do have a service with the Christmas fairy, and she fills it up every day, but she can be a bit forgetful, so the kids are always checking, has she been. Okay, so that is a question there. That question was asked quite a bit on how to keep the doors shut. And I've also added some brads here as little handles, so you can grab those. So if any of these doors do disappear inside, I've got the tiny little red brads on there. And you can also use buttons as well and things like that. So there's really loads of you know, options there. Okay, so let's quickly show you the die sets. Here we have, this is the ornate gift bag. You get a really good sizable die here that's going to make the front of your bag. So to make the bag, you're going to need to cut, I'll show you the cutting guide in a minute. Let's get this done. So this is the advent calendar die set, and you can get these separately or they are available in a bundle, so you get the numbers and loads of lovely little things here that you can add to your advent calendar. And I've used the poinsettia die, and everything that I've used today will be linked down below. So move these aside. Right, so you're going to need to cut 2 of the bag front, so one's going to be the front, one's going to be back, or well, depending on how you're going to put your advent calendar together, there's no front or back really. And you're going to need to cut 2 of the sides here, and 2 of these, which are going to be the bottom. So we're not actually going to be assembling the full bag, it's just a tutorial today on how to make the windows on the front of the bag. So I'm going to re-grab this this one here. I have to put it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. And this is from, so I'm using both sets. So this window is this die here, and as you can see, you have 3 edges here that are going to cut, and then we have the score line here. So I'm going to make sure that my score line is going to be the same for every time we cut. So I'm going to put this right there in the center. I do need to turn it around so that I can actually make sure that it is central, and I'm also going to leave a nice gap here because this flap here needs a place to be adhered onto, and if there's a box there, you may have to trim down that little flap there for getting that on. So I'm going to put this with even space either side. I'm just going to use a bit of low tack tape. There we go. So I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. I did forget to mention that the ornate gift bag does require an A4 size die cutting machine, so the Gemini Big Shot Plus, for example. Okay, so that's the first row done. Just be very gentle taking these off. And if you are planning on using your advent calendar again and again, you may want to add just some washi tape just to these door hinges here. It's just going to give it that little bit of extra durability and strength, especially if you want to use it, you know, a few years in a row. Right, so keeping the same orientation here, I'm now going to add this one with an even gap top and bottom, and these windows here aren't the same size because the cutting bit is in between, so I'm going to make sure that there's a little bit of extra at the top and a little bit of extra at the bottom, just so that it's even. No one's going to notice if they're just slightly off. Okay, so let's run that through. Okay, so that's that one done, and as I'm just preparing the other side, I forgot to mention the card that I'm using today is a good thick quality cardstock from Hunky Dory. It's from the Adorable Scoreable range, and I absolutely love it. So it's absolutely perfect for a good sturdy box or gift bag. So I've got a bit of overlapping the top and a bit sticking out at the bottom. Okay, let's run that through. Okay, so that should all be die cut now. So you need to do exactly the same on the other side. If you're going for a 24 days, you can do 12 days of Christmas. Okay, so here are our doors. So again, as I said, you can just add some washi if you want, just little strips of washi just on here. That is just going to add some extra durability. Okay, I'm going to set this aside now while we do our boxes. So we're going to be making, I'm not going to be making this on the tutorial today, but you're going to be needing 24 of these. So I've cut one out ready to show you. I'm just going to do the 3 rows at the top for this demonstration because you don't really want to watch me do 24. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be alternating the colours just to add a bit of interest. So I'm going to have navy blue. I think this is a deep blue. So this cardstock is Creative Expressions Foundations card. So this one is the lighter blue and this is the deep blue. I think this is sky blue. But I'll make sure everything that I've used today is listed down below. So what I'm going to do is just fold all of these score lines down and the tabs. Then these outer ones here I'm going to fold the other way. So this is definitely something you may want to put a Christmas film on to watch while you do this. Okay, so it should look like that now. Now I just want to show you before I put it together, I've assembled this box with the tabs on the outside, so I have a really nice neat finish on the boxes, so because you're going to see that. So let's add our glue now. I'm going to be using my labels rubbed off but I'll be using Cosmic Shimmer. There's loads of names for me to remember today, so they all begin with C. Right, so this is Cosmic Shimmer. Oops. I don't want that drying out. Right, so I've put the tabs on the inside because we're going to be assembling them together on the outside. just like so. Right, just press that down. There we go. Do the other side. There we go. So you should end up with 24 of these, and if that seems like a bit of hard work, if you have children, you can just you know, bribe them to do it. You know, promise them a treat or two if they could do this part for you, because involving them in this is actually quite a fun little family Christmas project to do, is making a Christmas advent calendar. So let's grab our windows. Here we go. So I do have a little trick here to avoid your windows disappearing inside. What I've done with my other advent calendars is that I've glued them on so that there is a gap here. Let's keep that straight. So there's a gap, just an overlap there, and that's going to support the door. Unless you really push it in, it's not going to go in. So let's turn that over. So I'm going to be working on the top 3 rows. Grab the glue. I'm going to add my glue just along here on these side flaps here on the shorter side. I'm just going to add my glue just to the outer part, because one of these sides is going to be visible, just as I demonstrated for the window, not disappearing inside. So here I have the opening side, so we have the school line here and the opening side there. This is going to be the side where I'm going to have a bit of an overlap, so it's going to stick out. So I'm going to off-center it slightly and just try and make sure that that is lined up. You're not going to properly tell until you turn over and have a look. And then, because I've used the glue, I can just push that along, so you can see. Carefully holding that in place, I can then press down on everything. There we go. Right, let's do the same on the next box. So I'm alternating the colours. It's going to add a lot of interest. So are you the type of family that leaves every door open after you've had your treat from there? Or do you like to keep them all closed? My daughter likes to have the doors, oops, I've head-butted the camera again. My daughter likes to use the to leave the doors open after she's taken the treat out. I think it just helps her, especially as the days go along. The more doors you have open, it just means that, you know, Christmas Day is that little bit closer. Right, I can see that that's sticking out nicely. Right, let's pop that down, and don't worry if your boxes don't all line up at the back, because some of these are going to be fractionally higher or lower, so don't worry about getting it all straight at the back. As long as the front looks good, you're good to go. So let's do the last box. Oh, I just need to fix this. Not enough glue on that one. Last one. Let's turn over to check. Yep, that's a good one. Put that down, press that down, and that is basically it. So you just carry on down that side, and then you do the other side. And then if you did want a full demonstration, I will pop a link down below that will take you to the full demonstration of when we launched these die sets on Facebook Live, Craft Stash, at the Craft Stash Studios. So basically, you fold down all of your score lines. It's done all of the score lines for you. You just add it along here and along here, and then you can add this one again on the side there, so you can make a big round, glue it together. And these flaps here, these glue, I can lift that up, these fold your score lines first, but these glue along the bottom, and then you can assemble your box. And at the end of it, you're going to have a lovely advent calendar, and it's going to look really nice